If there are barriers to communication, there are also ways on how to solve communication breakdown. Come on! Good day, students! Welcome back to our oral communication class. The pandemic crisis experience is considered to be the worst scenario happening in the world today. So many barriers that have been blocking our plans that even our learning modality has been greatly affected. We are all breaking down. But look at the things around us. People have found so many ways and means just to survive, and we have become more resilient, haven't we? Why am I talking about this? Because our topic is about the strategies on how to avoid communication breakdown. Our lesson objectives are the following. You're going to identify the strategies to avoid communication breakdown, apply the strategies of effective communication to real-life situations. In our previous lesson, we discussed about the different barriers of communication. We talked about problems, all those factors that are considered roadblocks to communication. As the famous saying goes, that if there's a problem, there's always a solution. So today, we will find out some strategies to avoid communication breakdown. The first strategy is be a positive thinker. Positive thinking creates positive energy. That's a famous line I like. When you think positively, it welcomes good vibes and your outlook in life is also positive. To be honest, I don't like to read social media posts because I can see a lot of negative news. Have you watched the movie The Law of Attraction? If you haven't, I highly recommend you to watch that movie. It will surely change your perception of the things around you. The second one is use appropriate language. There are words that are intended only for work or for school, or even there are words when we talk to our family and friends. You should know what are slang, jargon, informal or formal words, and you should know when, where, how to use them appropriately. But don't you know what the sweetest and the most effective sentences in the world are? Any guess? They are common, simple, and most pleasant to hear. They are I'm sorry and thank you. Nowadays, we usually communicate through social media platforms like Facebook, for example. Learn to start your message by writing, "Good morning, sir," or "Good morning, ma'am." Then write your messages and don't forget to say thank you or welcome, or sorry if it's needed. I believe if teachers and students use these expressions, we will avoid communication breakdown. The third one is give and accept feedback. Can you recall one element of communication? It is feedback. Feedback is accepting the mistakes. It is part of evaluating what is right and wrong. Feedback is a response from people. Keep an open mind and avoid overreacting emotionally to a message. As mentioned in your learner's manual, Professor Broom Cutlip mentioned the 7 C's of effective communication. I will briefly discuss. First is completeness. Communication should include everything that the receiver needs to hear for him or her to respond. Do not tell it to somebody if the information is still lacking. Learn to answer the simple WH questions. Second is conciseness. Keep the message short and direct. Imagine that you need to summarize the information just like retelling your favorite movie to a friend briefly. Third is consideration. Consider the mood, background, race, preference, education, status, and needs, and among others. Have you tried sharing something to your mother and she was not in a good mood? What happened? How about the cultural background of the person you are talking to? The status. So many things to consider. The fourth is concreteness. When the message is supported by facts, figures, and real-life examples and situations, not the gossip information. Be factual. The fifth, courtesy. The speaker must show courtesy by respecting the culture, values, and beliefs of his or her receivers. Remember, respect begets respect. The sixth one is clearness. This implies the use of simple and specific words to express ideas. In communication, we express not to impress. We speak to understand and to be understood. And the last one is correctness. Correctness in language use and grammar increases credibility and effectiveness of the message. Although it is difficult to reach perfection, but being aware of the mistakes is one way of correcting the inconsistency of our sentence construction. Well, with all the strategies mentioned, can you add some more? Based on your experience, what were some of the strategies that you used when there was communication breakdown? How do you bridge gaps in communication? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Happy learning, everyone. See you.
So